Alright guys, this is a short video demonstrating screencastomatic, but I'd like to give you a realistic scenario where you see how we might use this in a lecture capture capacity. At the moment you should see me talking to you, and I should be looking you in the eye, and the lighting should be reasonable, and the sound should not be too abrasive, and you should see some text on screen. I'll go ahead and add a welcome there. Now notice as I'm working, the video shows me working, so that's real life. So today we're going to cover a couple things. We're going to talk about devices. We're going to talk about techniques. We're going to talk about uploading and saving files and a bunch of other stuff. Right? So my handwriting is pretty hideous, so I like to type because I'm pretty fast with it. So then I want you to know when you leave, and just for the recording, I'm going to say you can email me anytime at di@nedit.com. You can Google me. Or you can go to tropicalteachers.com and just use the mail form. So let me illustrate how that would work. So notice now I'm going to just hit Alt-Tab, which allows me to go back to another application. And on Tropical Teachers, you can just go to the mail form and send me a note. Say, yo, DI, where's the chocolate? And you put your email, and I'm going to put a different email for me. So I'm going to send my self-mail, which may not be legal in Kentucky. So I hit send, and now that's going to come in my inbox. So if any of you want to send me a message or a suggestion, you can do that. What you guys are going to do is go to workshops and KCTCS, and you see a bunch of the stuff we've been talking about here, and we're going to add to this. We're going to brainstorm tonight and make sure that we've covered everything. So hopefully you can look and say, okay, what about this and that and the other thing? And if there's ever a tool like Screencast-O-Matic or Coolpix or LifeCam or what have you, just Google it. You probably don't need a link. Anyone who asks you, how do I get there, has not heard of Google, and they need an education, right? So now we've got a sample. This is about 2.5 minutes long, going on 3 minutes, where I've shown how to do some things on screen, and the whole time my video is going to be picture-in-a-picture. I have to bear in mind that this space over here on the right will be covered by my video, so don't do anything important down here. For example, you wouldn't want to type in an address here. Let's test out that tiny URL because nobody's going to be able to see it. See if my Google DI link works. And sure enough, there's Google DI, right? And if we go full screen, that also cuts parts of it out. But you can see over here on the other side, there's an awful lot of this window that doesn't really matter that much. It's just dead space. So what else? We've talked a little bit about recording, Windows Movie Maker. I could do a whole demo of using Windows Movie Maker and open it up in this window. We can talk about the camera. But here's a time where we might say, I'm a little too low in the picture. I can say, all right, let's do another demo, bearing in mind that this camera will not do the full quality we want because it's only a picture-in-a-picture. But if we could get it to, I want to do an illustration. Can you clean me up, Scotty?
Yes.
Meanwhile, we'll talk about our good old standby, Coca-Cola, and see if we can read the ingredients there, because that reflection may throw off the focus of the camera. But if I want to do an illustration of, let's talk about, I'm going to ask my assistant to hold this right in the position. And I want to do the ABCs of emergency resuscitation. We first have our airway, then we have our breathing, and then we have our, don't say it, circulation, right?
Yep.
It's not ABCs anymore.
Oh, well, I'm old school, okay. And then D is going to be distal. And this pen also is terrible.
Or disability.
Disability.
Yeah, D is
and then
disability.
E is going to be exposed. Right? So you get the idea. So if you need to take a quick note, now that could easily have been done, I hit Alt-Tab again, could have easily been done here, right? What is it instead of ABCD?
CAB.
CAB, what is that? Circulation.
Circulation.
And what's A?
Airway.
Airway. And, okay, cool. Breathing. So if it can be done in text and you're a good typist, you probably just want to use text. It works well. You could use something. Notepad is very simple. You can change just the font for the whole thing, but I could also go to WordPad and WordPad is kind of like WordLite. It gives you all the features you really probably would ever need. blah-de-blah. So I can copy, I can go to, again, this is where the Alt-Tab comes in handy. I can Alt-Tab to there, Control-A, Control-X, close that, go here, Control-A, Control-V, now my stuff is here. I can select it all and go with a really big font if I want, right? And in this case, I could even go to a drawing. Let's do a paint drawing. It opens up Paint. I make Paint big, and now I can start doing things there. So if I'm using some kind of tablet, I can annotate there, and you get it on screen without having to worry about the video. So that's probably just about enough of that. So I've hit done. By the way, I can pause this, and now I'm back from my bathroom break, and now I'm done, and I will finish off with a nice big, oh look, took my drawing and put it into there, and I'll go to the end, and now I'm done.